EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Chicago Bears.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, San Diego.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. A quick throw there out to Williams. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their number one receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Okay.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. This is caught by Williams. Call it a 1 yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's able to find Diggs. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. First down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Justin Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Crusaders 7, Bears 0. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Damian Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. First down, Prescott. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the red zone now, Prescott being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Set for the second quarter, San Diego in possession of the football. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 3rd down gain of 10 to pick up the first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Well, throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up
56 right there, 56.
On second and 12, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Check.
Running on first down, Eckler. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Check. 55 to mine. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Hey, 47. 26.
On second and 12, Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. To throw again on second down. Wilson, and Diggs has it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, San Diego.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
At the Bears' 41-yard line.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. It's complete to Williams. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and just like that, it's third down. On third down, Wilson. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it'll be first and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
To throw again on second down, Prescott. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Play action now, Prescott. finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Final play of the half. Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. It's Williams on the catch. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's complete to Diggs. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Wilson now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's 1st down. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. He's got it to Williams. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to...
And he will take it in for the touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go,
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 16 yards is the pickup there on a 1st down for Chicago.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
You don't want no problem.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I'll go special.
At the 34-yard line.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go.
To throw is Prescott. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Prescott now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Check 3,
23 yards. Complete to Mike Williams. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
And again, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Prescott got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Prescott now, he's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. This is caught by Williams. A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. A quick throw there out to Williams. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
5 yards on the play.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now a carry here for the fullback. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Mike, 59. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And now look at him go. 30, the 20, 10, and they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And now we've got a one-score game and at least a little light at the end of the tunnel.
Is that what we call a glimmer of hope?
Glimmer of hope.
Because they've got to get an onside kick and then find their way into the end zone before time expires. Glimmer, or what's less than a glimmer?
I don't know. You're the one that knows all the big words. A sparkle? A sparkle.
Yeah, there we go. That's what we're going with.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Hey, alert three. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for our visitors, the win form is number 6 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.